Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another Doctor Who CD review. And as you can see, today on Doctor Who's 52nd anniversary since it first aired in November 1963, I shall be taking a look back at the 50th anniversary special, which was released by Big Finish Studios, which was The Light at the End. And this audio saw the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th Doctors reunite together to fight against the Master, played by Geoffrey Beevers. So on the cover we have the usual strip at the side, which has been evident in Big Finish releases since around 2008. We have the 50th anniversary Doctor Who logo right here, which is just a modified version of the Paul McGann TV movie logo, and we have that nice Howlhound effect that you see originally in the original 1963 title sequence with William Hartnell and early Patrick Troughton stories. The Light at the End is written by Nicholas Briggs. Wonderful. And as you can see, this is starring Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy and Paul McGann. And as this is a multi-Doctor story, we don't have a particular face here at the side, it's just the TARDIS, and in the background we have an amalgamation of what looks like all of the Doctor's title sequences. We've got them all in there. We've got the 3rd Doctors, we've got the 5th and 6th Doctors, we've got the 7th Doctors, and we've got a little bit of the 4th Doctors as well, because it's shaped a little bit like a diamond, and that's excellent in my opinion. We've got the 50th anniversary TARDIS logo right there at the side, just above the Big Finish logo, and at the very centre, of course, we've got the main attraction of this cover. We've got the 4th Doctor, the 5th Doctor, the 6th Doctor, the 7th Doctor, the 8th Doctor, and right here we've got the Master, and they're inside this vortex, and you've got these little hexagons in the background as well. You can't really tell, but that is what's going on, and I think it's a very nice front cover. I actually prefer this cover to the limited edition version of the cover, because that just looked a bit weird because it was like the heads were photoshopped onto the bodies and all that. It just doesn't seem to work for me. So yeah, I very much prefer this cover in this case. I think it's absolutely brilliant. We take a look at the side, it just says, it's all black. We've got the TARDIS there, and it just says Doctor Who, The Light at the End. There's no numbers at the bottom or anything like that, because this is a special one-off release, which was released for the 50th anniversary 2 years ago. And it just says The Light at the End, written and directed by Nicholas Briggs. The run time for this is 120 minutes, so it's a good 2 hours for you all to enjoy. And the synopsis goes: November 23rd, 1963 proves to be a significant day in the lives of all 8 Doctors. It's a day that Bob Dovie's life is ripped apart. It's also the day that sets in motion a catastrophic chain of events which causes the first 8 incarnations of the Doctor to fight for their very own existence. As a mysterious, insidious chaos unfolds within the TARDIS, the barriers of time break apart. From suburban England through war-torn alien landscapes and into a deadly artificial dimension, all these Doctors and their companions must struggle against the power of an unfathomable alien technology. From the very beginning, it's clear that the Master is somehow involved. By the end, for the Doctors, there may only be darkness. And at the cast, we've got a monumental cast for this occasion. We've got loads of Doctors coming back, we've got loads of companions coming back, and we've got a few familiar faces from the world of Big Finish coming back, played by different actors. In particular, we've got the character of Straxus, and he's a character that appears in the 8th Doctor audio series Dark Eyes, but here he is played by a different actor, as the character is a Time Lord, so this must be a earlier incarnation of this particular character, and I believe this is the first time that they actually meet in terms of the Doctor's timeline, so that's pretty good. Here's what it looks like inside. It looks absolutely beautiful. This is 2 discs, so I'll show you that in a minute. Here we've got the leaflet, so hopefully if this behaves itself I will be able to show you the leaflet, and got it out very, very easily like so, and for some reason you can see my fingerprints right there. November 23rd, 1963 proves to be a significant day, and you just got a larger image of the front cover of this CD. And it's quite a good booklet, so you just got the production notes, you got behind the scenes photos. So there we've got good old Sylvester there, who I met earlier on this year. We've got Peter Davison there, got Nicholas Briggs, got Jeffrey Beavers, we've got Sophie Aldred, and we've got Sarah Sutton there. There's the writer's notes by Nicholas Briggs. Got an advertisement for Doctor Who magazine. That's just when Capaldi was announced as the 12th Doctor. We've got a nice, lovely picture of Six and Perry, aka Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant. And there's the special limited edition release, and yeah, I prefer this. I prefer like the art on this. Like, I don't really like how the heads are photoshopped on that. I don't know. And there's like all the credits and everything like that. So yeah, quite a good amount of info there in that booklet. Hopefully I can get this out back in. Just bear with me for a sec. There we go. That wasn't so hard. And yeah, as I said, it's a 2-disc set. That's disc 1, and that's like the first hour. It's like 2 parts, 1 hour each. So yeah, disc 1, and that is disc 2. And it just says available now. Other releases you may enjoy, and it is Sirens of Time, the very, very first Big Finish Audio, Project Lazarus, The Reaping, The Gathering, Destination Nerva, Dark Eyes, and Unit Dominion. Overall, the light at the end serves up very well as a 50th anniversary special for the classic Doctors. And I think a lot of people may have been disappointed that we didn't get an extensive amount of classic Doctors in the Day of the Doctor. I mean, technically we did with the whole saving Gallifrey scene and all of that, but we never actually had proper physical interactions with the actual actors. It was all archive footage. I mean, the only classic Doctor to return was Tom Baker, but arguably he was playing a future incarnation of the Doctor, known as the Curator, alongside Matt Smith in that. So yeah, for those that were disappointed in that respect to the TV 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor, I think you should pick this up, because I think this serves as a good homage to the classic series of Doctor Who. It's the first time that we've actually had Tom Baker really interacting with the other Doctors. I mean, he was in the 5 Doctors, but that was archive footage. This is really it in terms of those who've been waiting for the 4th Doctor to interact with the other Doctors. And it's absolutely brilliant just hearing the 4th Doctor interact with other Doctors. I just think it's brilliant. In particular, in this audio, he interacts quite a lot with the 8th Doctor. And I think that's absolutely fantastic, because I think him and the 8th Doctor, they really do make a good team. The 8th Doctor, of course, in this one is the incumbent Doctor, so it's quite right, really, that they get the oldest Doctor out of this to interact with what would have been the incumbent Doctor, save this was actually a TV story like 10, 15 years ago or whatever. I think it's brilliant. I really do think this is a good homage to the classic series, a good homage to the last 50 plus years of the programme. Again, we've got the Fifth Doctor reprising his role, played by Peter Davison, of course. He does an absolutely brilliant job. Colin Baker, he does quite a lot in this. He has quite a central role in this as well, which I'm quite happy with, as does Sylvester McCoy. I really don't feel that any of the Doctors feel somewhat left out in this particular audio. It's 2 hours long, and I think it's a suitable time limit for this story. I think they all get a good amount of audio time together. They all get their own time as well, which is good, so they have quite a few good scenes. And, I don't think any of them feel like left out. None of them feel like, oh, there's not enough of them, I want to hear more of them. It doesn't feel like that at all. I think all the Doctors are used very well. Every single one of them in this audio. We even get a little bit of dialogue from the first 3 Doctors as well, which I think is good. I think it's absolutely brilliant that they included them in some way. Obviously, the first 3 are no longer with us, sadly. So, imagine if those 3 were still alive. This would have been gargantuan. It probably would have been about 3 or even 4 hours long. I think this is absolutely brilliant audio, and if you haven't got it already, then I think you should definitely think about picking this up. I think it's a good way to celebrate Doctor Who. You can just sit down for a good 2 hours, get yourself a cup of tea, and just listen to this. Put your headphones on or something, and just listen. It'll just bring you back to the good old days of the classic series, and it's even a good starter for Big Finish as well, because if you enjoy this, and if you have a particular favourite Doctor from this, then you can collect their range. If you enjoy the 4th Doctor, you can collect his range, the 4th Doctor Adventures. If you enjoy the 5th, 6th and 7th, you can collect the main range. And if you enjoy the 8th, well, there's quite a few 8th Doctor audios out there waiting for you to pick up. So I think this is an absolutely brilliant audio. Oh, and Geoffrey Beevers does a great job as the Master as well. Absolutely brilliant. I think it's wonderful audio, a good tribute to the history of the show, and I think it's well worth picking up, and I think it's a must-have for any Doctor Who fan. It's one of those times where I can honestly say, if you are a huge Doctor Who fan and you've not got this, then what are you waiting for? Go and pick this up. This is an absolute delight to listen to. I think it's brilliant. And I think, I don't often say this, but yeah, definitely pick it up. And I think it is one of the best audios made by Nicholas Briggs as well. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. This review of Doctor Who, The Light at the End. Stay tuned for more CD reviews by me, the Obsessed Whovian 95. And happy 52nd anniversary to Doctor Who, the greatest show in the world. Don't forget to click the link below to subscribe to me, James Croft, aka the Obsessed Whovian 95. Have a great day.